Good morning, Mande Matram. Welcome all of you. The topic we are going to discuss right now is on the mother, the perfect shrine. So we are discussing on mother, the perfect shrine. We are here to discuss. Here we can quote few lines from Savitri, where really it is written. The topic we are going to discuss from Savitri. Sri Aurobindo quotes beautifully, love came to her hiding the shadow. Love came to her hiding the shadow, comma, death. Why the purpose? What is the purpose of his coming? Well might he find in her his perfect shrine, the mother, death's perfect shrine. In other words, it is the perfect shrine that we have ever heard or ever seen in the material beholdings, in our outward vision, what we have seen till now. It is only the shrines, whatever we have seen, that is material made up of this wood, bamboo, or bricks or stone, whatever you think, really whatever you see everywhere. But it is the shrine what you see here, not in your vision, but in the vision of the death, vision of love, capital L. So love came to her hiding the shadow, death. Purpose of coming is like this. Well might he find in him the perfect shrine. There is no perfect shrine than except the mother's. So Savitri's heart is the perfect shrine where love, hiding the shadow, coming as death, can at least worship and adore, and this perfection is undoubtedly stainless. So this is perfection is lies. Again we are going to discuss, see few lines from Savitri. Her mind, a sea of white sincerity. Just imagine the description, great and grand description we find here. Her mind, a sea of white sincerity, passionate in flow, had not one turbid wave. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So you can find sometimes, most of the times, few lines we quote while getting curing from illness. Most of the times people keep asking us that you just give some mantra from Savitri so that our illness can be cured. From that, this is, you can find couple of lines relating to this illness and this perfect cure. From this line onward, you can find the page number 15 of Savitri onwards. You can find her mind, a sea of quiet sincerity, passionate in flow, had not one turbid wave. They just imagine how greatly the mother's mind has been described. A sea of white sincerity. On sincerity, there is a great message you have seen this morning only. You have to sincere, you have to sincere yourself. To sincere the world, it is not is necessary to sincere yourself. It is to sincere yourself, it is not necessary to sincere the world. To make the world sincere, you have to sincere yourself. That is the quote, that is the talk of the morning. So it is from mother. So as in a mystic and a dynamic dance, a priceless of immaculate ecstasies, priceless, priestess of immaculate ecstasies. Just imagine, this is mother, where love is seeking the perfect, his actually seeking to rest here there. A priestess of immaculate ecstasies, inspired and ruled from truth's revealing vault, moves in some prophet cavern of the gods. Just imagine, after the mind comes a heart. So mother's heart, it is described beautifully, a heart of silence in the hands of joy. Great, really great. A heart of silence in the hands of joy, inhabited with a rich creative beats. Rich creative beats inhabited with. Just imagine, mind, a sea of white sincerity, passionate in flow, but not one, had not one turbid wave. Then comes the heart, a heart of silence in the hands of joy, inhabited with rich creative beats. Again, after mind and heart comes the body. A body like a parable of dawn. How great description it you can find here. A body like a parable of dawn that seemed a niche for veiled divinity. Just imagine how really the perfect form of Savitri as described by Sri Aurobindo, and where love taking the refuge, love coming to meet her, love came to her hiding the shadow, death. The purpose, the true purpose is of adoration and worship. Well might he find in him his perfect shrine. Just imagine we are going to the temple, we are worshipping God in imagination, because we have not seen, only we have heard the parables of they are told tell. Most of the time we find gods are like this God is like this in Puranas, Vedas, Upanishads, Vedanta, Veda and all. Most of the places we find the description in very clear cut manner. But thing is that the reality here we find, just imagine how really Sri Aurobindo describes the mother. Body like a parable of dawn that seemed a niche for veiled divinity, or golden temple doors to things beyond. Golden temple door to things beyond. Here we are going to have some, like suppose Vellore we are going, and of course near Trichy also you can see a golden temple. Amritsar you have seen golden, and in the during the Devi Puja, Durga Puja and all, you find there are so many golden ornaments. Actually, that is goldening the Durga, Goddess Durga. Here, Sri Aurobindo quotes in another line, another format, golden temple door to things beyond. Golden temple doors to things beyond, and that is really the body of Savitri. Again, immortal rhythms swayed in her time-born steps. How her steps, everything has been fantastically, ornately described by Savitri, by our Lord. Steps. Immortal rhythms swayed in her time-born steps. Immortal rhythms swayed in her time-born steps, walking. Her look, but her smile awoke celestial sense. Just imagine. Again, first it was described. Initially, we have described on her first her mind, then of course her heart, then her body. After bodies, we have come her steps. Now we are moving little bit forward to her look, her smile, both. Her look, her smile, our celestial sense. So when it is there, awoke means it was just in a fallen stage. So this awoke, it created this the celestial sense. What? Her look. Every time, each time we look at the mother through photographs or images, wherever you find her look, you can feel, realize, and her smile of course you enjoy. But actually with these look and smile, what change really it is there, you don't know. But think that the what must be, that is actually Sri Aurobindo has quoted, awoke celestial sense. Even in earth stop and their intense delight poured a supernal beauty on men's lives. Not only one or two, in men's lives, men at large, even in earth stop and their intense delight poured a supernal beauty on men's lives. Supernal beauty on men's lives. Then again it is going out a little bit forward. A wide self-giving was her native act. What about after the delight, body and creations activity comes? A wide self-giving was her native act. Wide self-giving. His gifts, the self-giving, and not only concise. A wide self-giving was her native act. A magnanimity as of sea or sky. because the wide self-giving, when it is described, it is not confined to somebody who is donating or who is actually gifting something in lakhs or crores or something like a patch of land. But actually, here in the course, it is the magnanimity, it is the greatness, it is the vastness, it is a how is of sea and sky or sky. You know, sea and sky, they are simply immeasurable. You can't measure the length, breadth, and width, height of sea or sky or depth. So the a wide self-giving as compared was your native act, and it has been compared with the magnanimity as of sea or sky, enveloped with its greatness all that came, enveloped with its greatness all that came, and gave a sense of a greatened world, sense of a greatened world, not the ordinary stipulated or manipulated world or mapped world. So it is, everything is great, everything is magnanimous, everything is actually beyond imagination, like this we are finding in the description of Sri Aurobindo. Her kindly care, because you know, caring mother, daring mother, we know everything is has been this all appropriate for Savitri. Her kindly care was a sweet temperate son. What great can description is there? What more can be expected here except this? Just reading, simply reading, also creating a supernal awakening in us. During the course, her kindly care was a sweet temperate sun, her high passion a blue heavens equipoise. Just imagine, to that consciousness only we have to rise, so that will be in a position to know what really it is. Her kindly care was a sweet temperate sun, her high passion a blue heavens equipoise, as might a soul fly like a hunted bird. Just imagine how the great comparison is taking place. As might a soul fly like a hunted bird, escaping with tired wings from a world of storms. That great comparison, world of storms. And here the bird, how it is, bird with a hunted bird, tired wings, escaping with tired wings from a world of storms, and a quiet reach like a remembered breast. In a then later term we can see, in a heaven of safety and splendor, soft repose. In a heaven of safety and splendid soft repose, one could drink life like back in streams of honey fire. That is also there. There is one side fire, and how it is. It is a honey fire. Just imagine how that image has been used here. One could drink life back in streams of honey fire, recover the lost habit of happiness. Happiness, that habit of lost happiness, it is lost. With these streams of honey fire, once somebody is drinking, he can recover the lost habit of happiness. Feel her bright nature's glorious ambience. The happiness, the habit of happiness, it is lost, he can recover. Second, feel again the bright nature's glorious ambience and the preen joy in her warmth and colors rule. Just imagine what great relief and what great solace, what great touch is there with the mother's, of course, touch, smile, look, and with the coming and being environed by her touch. So just imagine how really it is. Against here in the course, and some beautiful gorgeous lines here in the course. A deep of compassion, a host sanctuary. You can find, you must have seen in some calendar, New Year calendar message. You have must have saw this. You must have seen this message. A deep of compassion, a host sanctuary. Deep of compassion, a host sanctuary. Then her inward help on board a gate in heaven. Everybody is interested to rush into the heaven, and there is a gate. And that gate is simply not possible to be overcome, nobody can cross. But the thing is that with her help, her inward help on board a gate in heaven, when we are getting her inward help, this gate passing into the heaven, that simply is actually getting unbarred. So unbarred a gate in heaven. Love in her was wider than the universe. Just imagine how the divine love being embodied in the mother. So mother's love, this divine mother's love, love in her was wider than the universe. You can't imagine what really in human mother it is there we express or we see. Actually, that human mother, human love normally actually distorts with the point at the point of distortion and of course deflection. But here we can find love in her. This is divine love, divine mother's love, love of the divine mother. So wider than the universe, the whole world could take refuge in her single heart. The whole world, it is the universe, greater than the universe, where this world is only a part, one element. So entire world, the whole world could take refuge in her single heart. The great unsatisfied Godheads could here could dwell. Great unsatisfied dwell here could dwell. Vacant of the dwarf self's imprisoned art. Her mood could harbor his sublimer breath. This is mother, this is her great description we can find. Which is the we have seen body, heart, body, your mind, your steps, love, everything after describing what we see, and that was clearly known and of course understood by the Lord. So she comes, love came to her hiding the shadow death. Well might he find him in his perfect sign. Time to stop. Vande Matram.